deserves to be on second place right now.
Okay, so Cignal Ultra actually opens up this draft with another awkward ban, banning out two damage dealers, damage dealing mages here, Alice and Harley. Bren Esports will be go for the meta.
Every mage is probably gonna get banned out today, except for Harley and Lunox, who we haven't really seen in the bans anytime soon because of basically nerfs or basically bug fixes around him.
Yeah.
Again, anyway, so for the meantime though, again, Bren Esports seem to be happy to just play around it. For the meantime, again, keeping the ban on the Harif. I'm kind of expecting a Leomord here, unless they want to give away Cignal.
Okay, so they're now banning the Gushon, so they recognize the performance a while ago from their opponent. So right now, Cignal Ultra, they have the luxury of getting the first pick. This will be really interesting. Like, would they go for the safer pick once again by getting the... Oh, they're going for the Claude.
Okay, I did not notice that Claude was left out of the ban phase there. Again, kind of smart, powerful pick still. You saw earlier, Rebo had strong potential on despite being 0, 2, and 4. It was actually a very scary threat, and that's without kills. What if you can put kills onto a Claude? What if you can actually give him all the gold he needs to function? That's scary for Cignal there.
Yeah, when a Claude, a fully farmed Claude just goes open fire to the 5, it's just a slaughterhouse.
That is true. Again, it will be answered by this very powerful Leomord as well. They secure their shows at the same time, which I'm pretty sure Hayes is very happy about.
Yeah, they steal that show away from D. And at the same time, they also get the Leomord. So this is something that they can play in this game with their advantage. Like, they have a superior CC already. Tets, however, will be getting that hands on the Grok.
Absolutely.
Something that interesting. How will Bren approach this draft further?
Yeah, because I think Bren seems to be happy to just going places here with this very mobile composition. I kind of expect maybe Harley. Harley was banned out. I'm expecting Kagura, but it's Cignal ticket in. So they're leaving out a lot of the mage picks kind of in the air.
Yeah, they would be left, I think, with good heroes in our fighting type. But it's kind of unfortunate that they lost on a lot of magical damage so far. Cignal Ultra still going in for that balanced approach of drafting. So I think that the Akai will be going for Tets, I believe. Let's just see how will the hero swapping would go.
And Yaku hovering over nothing, and you know what? They will pick up the Aldous again because he was very good on the last game. Why not try to keep it up on Game 3? And speaking of Game 3, you guys are watching the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2, brought to you by your legendary sponsor, Smart. And this is the road to the Nationals. And we hope you are enjoying. Please do share the stream. It's going to be the last match for the day. But you know what? Give this video. Show your friends this video with the hashtag #BeLegendary.
Be legendary indeed. And the winner of this match will be surely walking out of the room as legends. As they just have the bragging rights of what... Like, if Cignal Ultra will be walking over with a 6-0 streak, or Bren Esports just maintaining their dominance. So this is something that is very storied right now. So UG will be going for the Selena as the last pick.
There you go. Good stuff here. I mean, you don't see Selena that much, and that's because of the difficulty with setup. But you know what? She can really have a lot of burst potential, and stuns on Arcane Missile is just so long. Probably could lock in someone, especially if it hits that Claude. You know what? Why? Sorry, for Cignal. Get Claude rolling. I think that's basically it. You have two threats. You got Few, you on the Claude, you got Yako on the Alu. So try to get them rolling as soon as possible. You know what, Bren Esports? I think they just want to play the map as fast as possible as well.
Yeah, but the problem here with the Bren Esports that they only have the Selena and the Leomord. Oh wait, they have the carry, so they have something that going for them in the late game. But they're up against a Claude. That's something that they have to keep in mind. But at the same time, Cignal Ultra has put all their eggs into one basket, which is the Claude here.
And there's also crazy rotations gonna come over and crazy mobility from the Cignal Ultra squad. They are doing a lot of work. Of course, Hayes gonna try to put up a threat there on the bottom lane. He's very confident with the show movements. And we've seen him time and time again on this hero. Pretty highly ranked on the global ladder as well. Right now, Cignal Ultra though, seem to be just happy to just play a bit passively on the bottom side of the map.
But in the upper part of the map, I think there's a small aggression there. No, they back up. It looks like both teams are just playing this one carefully. They don't want to afford a loss here. This could mean a lot to them when approaching to the playoffs. So right now, these two teams are just looking to stabilize in a not easy manner.
Yeah, and Cignal seem to be also on the road to doing just that. Just play it safe and play it out as long, stall the game out as long as you can. Try to be as surgical. Try to be as concise as possible in where you're going for the fight.
Soon.
Don't give Bren Esports any openings, and I think that's what they're doing though. Right now, UG and Coco going to be pressured up in mid lane. Phantom Seed called up by Coco. Tries to chase up on the D. He tries a wild charge out there. I don't think so. Coco goes for the chase. We got Daisenia though being played around here on the Kagura. And Bren, they are relentless.
First
blood will be the death of Daisenia there, going to the way of Haze. And it will look like a short turtle here, but D is still on the standby. He's hiding in the bush. Just biding his time. His team is also ready to respond here. I don't think Bren Esports is in a really good position to just take this turtle easily from their opponents. And now here comes the invade. Turtle has been stolen!
The steal!
By D there, but D will be paying with his life. Coco will be charging forward. They will try to look for more kills, but they will be going back to their lanes.
Yep, and just like that, Cignal Ultra almost equalized up against Bren Esports, even though they are behind by 2 kills. Tets goes on the bottom lane, gets a bit more hands-on with Coco here. Petrified as well after that very strong Hurricane Dance. Of course, Blazing Dust going to be used by Pew as well. Here's another Phantom Seed round 2. It's already off cooldown. Of course, Cignal Ultra going to be able to make it out there alive.
That was a close call for both Coco and Haze there. They almost got picked up unnecessarily there, but looks like Cignal Ultra, they're just playing it safe for now.
Yeah, again, Cignal Ultra, they're trying to just wait for the perfect time to go in. They almost found that with Coco. Great lock-in by the Hurricane Dance on the Akai. You also tried to petrify him in spot. Apparently, if you don't have a DPS hero, it's actually very difficult to destroy Leomord. Coco on this Leomord. So again, Bren Esports, they have to be very, very careful. They need to make the pickoffs happen as soon as possible.
Alright, so we're seeing moving from Bren Esports. They're looking for a kill in the bottom lane, but Few manages to just mirror image out of that to safety. Bren Esports, they will be sticking around a bit longer here. They want to secure this bottom turret. Tets with the Akai is ready to respond. Chase Fate gets casted. Will it be committed? I don't think so. Looks like it will be a turret to the way of Bren.
Yeah, and again, Cignal Ultra was also threatening on top lane. You know what? They do trades. This is what they do. Absolutely. That's what you need to do against Cignal, against Bren. But you know what? Looks like he's in a bad spot. Already up there on the bottom. He's on the Dexter. Ooh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Magic Missile. Sorry. Arcane Missile onto that very squishy claw there is what you need to do. And they are doing just that.
Alright, so Bren Esports, even though that they were charged by the claw, they managed to just respond accordingly there. They didn't really panic, they just played what they do best, is just team fight properly better than the enemy.
Yeah, and again, on the spot rotations is what they want to do. Daisenia also suffers from the long, prolonged stuns. And of course, Daisenia gonna have to dish and dash out there. Well, looks like he's gonna be boxed in by Haze here. Here's the backup by Few though. Does he have the ultimate? I don't think so. Just clears up the minion waves. And you know what? That's gonna be Bren repelled by the push of Cignal Ultra. Of course, they will have an opening here to try to get that turtle. Will it be stolen once more? Big question. Secured by Selena, apparently.
Oh, Yaku gets kicked out to the behind there, but looks like it will be a death on Haze. Haze is not in an easy position there, but looks like no death so far. Bren Esports is going to surround on Tets. Tets is in the low, falls down to the hands of UG.
No, good job there for Cignal Ultra. Despite the death of Tets here, I feel like they would have lost a lot more in that fight. But it seems like they will also lose up in terms of tower here.
Oh, gets hit by the arrow. D will is kind of danger here. Haze goes for the kick. Pain asking for the save, and D will just go into retreat here.
There you go.
Easy middle turret for Bren Esports once again.
So they're playing really fast-paced Mobile Legends right now. 2.5k ahead. Look at those items already completed. Is going to be that Blade Despair for that Leomord. 2-0 with 3. That's exactly what you need if you are a Leomord early on, and he's doing a good job keeping up the tempo.
Now we're seeing Yaku just casting that chase fade just to check the positioning of Bren Esports. So as we can see, Bren Esports now starting to open up that gap in terms of net worth. They're now ahead by 4K net worth. Still early in the game, it's still 6 minute mark, but that's something that they don't want to give Cignal Ultra the breathing room. Even though they're up ahead 6-0 in terms of kills, it's really not that far off.
Absolutely. And again, Coco is happy to go in. Oh my god, Few gets hit with the arrow again. Yuji, though, gonna be repelled by the two-man force here. Daisenia and D gets taken out at the end of that fight. And you know what? Bren Esports starting to lose out on the map.
Alright, so that was the first kill on the way to the Cignal Ultra, and now they're trying to close this whole gap. Yaku in danger though, can he get away from here? I don't think he will, even though Chase Fade got casted, and this will be another turret going to the way of Bren, and Bren just being ahead in terms of objectives.
Yeah, Coco was even there just for good measure. They tried to continue up on the push. Temp's gonna be the sole defender of the top lane. Hurricane dances out, tried to clear out the minion waves, but he will be chased down instead. D and Yelihaze rather. He goes in for the chase flicker just in time. Cannot make it out there with a 1,000-pounder. Bren Esports pushing up top lane, getting advantages around the map.
Yeah, the sequence of events happening in the way for Bren right now is really perfect for them. Right now, I think they are in a comfortable position to just take the level 1 Lord, but I think they're now prioritizing into like reducing the turret count of Cignal Ultra. They want to have an established map control as they enter the mid game.
Exactly, and that is just what they are doing. Coco, Phantom Seeds in just to zone out Cignal Ultra. And at 7, almost 8 minutes, ladies and gents, Bren Esports are up by 6,000 on the gold score.
Yeah, so Bren Esports just being methodical here, just prioritizing the objectives, just not really being greedy when kills are in sight. They just want the turrets, and they just want the map control. So right now we're seeing Cignal Ultra trying to desperately catch up. There will be a Lord fight soon enough, but looks like this will be Lord going to the way of Bren. But we're seeing also Cignal Ultra trying to group up, giving the farm that Daisenia needs. And
man, I feel like Bren Esports is dragging this up a bit longer, but at the same time, you know what, Gribo's 2-0-2. It might not be a good idea to go all in just yet. Maybe we can try to go for a Lord, since you know what, this Lord area is ours.
Yeah, but Bren just being sure, just having the insurance in place there. They don't want to just carelessly go for the Lord. They know that Cignal Ultra can just quickly just jump in and steal it away from them potentially. So they want that option out of the picture. So right now they're just setting up a trap here for Cignal Ultra, and looks like they won't be catching anyone soon as Cignal Ultra senses the same.
Yeah, the rest of Cignal Ultra seem to be very aware of what Bren Esports is trying to pull here, and they are not falling for it at all. Right now though, Bren still patiently waiting. That's a long time to wait there for an ambush. They are sticking to their guns. Of course, he will be spotted out of that bush. It might be just a good idea to just go for the Lord at this point, because you know what? Cignal Ultra is still basically...
Well, this is risky. Haze might get found by Tets here. He's going to be surrounded soon by Cignal Ultra members, and right now, the Lord is the focus right now, but Bren Esports will be shifting their attention to D. They will manage to take out this grab away from a wall. No CCs got nullified there. Steve gets called by Coco. He will go ham here as he slashes all in all directions, and Yuji will be taking out Daisenia. Pain will also contribute a lot to that fight, and Yaku is stuck all alone in this jungle side of Bren Esports.
Good retribution kill there for Yaku. Just gives a message that you cannot bully me out of this. What are you talking about? I am an Alus. I am a very powerful hitter. But you can't fight 3v1 though.
Yeah, Yaku will be falling shortly to the hands of 3 players of Bren Esports. He wanted to back him up, but was just too late to the scene. And he's just going to stick around for longer, just keeping tabs on Bren Esports.
Again, Bren Esports now ahead by 6.5k. They're keeping the pressure up on the Lord, not really allowing any breathing room here for Cignal Ultra. Cignal Ultra is still trying to recuperate from that fight. And D is going to do a check once more. And this time around, there's no carry though, so you're kind of okay.
Yeah, okay indeed. But Bren Esports will be conceding for now again the Lord. They'll be approaching this more carefully because they recognize how Cignal Ultra plays out. The moment that they commit a mistake, Cignal Ultra can just steamroll out of that momentum.
So again, that's Bren actually. That's really how they are. Very, very careful all the time. Always so calculated, and that's how they win out in a lot of games. That's why they have such a high win rate. And you know what? Coco is going to be the one to get the chase on. D, of course, will be facing the Phantom Seed head on. We got Few on the side trying to dish out as much damage as you can. Haze, though. Addition dive out there.
That was a nice disengage from Cignal Ultra. They didn't. They were actually potentially about to fall to the hands of the gang from Bren Esports, but now Bren has a nice positioning and a head start on the Lord. And now this is the fake Lord take that they've been showing since the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
right now
right
they go
there.
for D. They are not waiting for any counter initiations. The Spain getting focused down low, and Hayes is about to get actually so far from his teammates, and he will be falling to the. Actually, he still managed to get a kill, and Yaku just arrived in time. But we have been seeing a lot of kills being traded on both sides as Yuji he wants to finish off.
Double kill.
That's there, and this is looking like a Lord for Bren.
A super prolonged team fight there by Bren Esports. For a moment there, you thought Cignal Ultra was probably ahead. Apparently not. Bren just wanted to go for the run around there. And despite Few getting so many hits on the Blazing Dust with that ultimate from the Claude, he's still 0-2-2. That's just amazing to see. Again, Bren Esports knows that Cignal Ultra probably want to go for the collapse with Blazing Dust ready. But you know what? They know how to play around this.
Yes, and that the playground's been showing all the entire game. After this matchup, we may expect a reduction in terms of clock bans, and it is a mega kill to the Way of Pain as they catch the Senya off guard.
Yep, no successful claws as of yet today. Bren Esports playing it up like a god. Rebo still on top lane, very farmed on the carry. He's not participating on the fights just yet. Very happy to just get some gold in his pockets before he goes for the GG push. Still got the rest of Bren Esports trying to control up where the minions are going to be, because you know what? It's going to be so big. Getting minions alongside a Lord push, it's so difficult to deal with.
Yeah, right now, Bren Esports is way ahead in terms of net worth as well as experience. There is something that Cignal Ultra needs to catch up quickly if they still want to be in this game.
Yeah.
So right now, Bren Esports will be gearing towards and escorting the Lord towards the siege to the turret, and Cignal Ultra is all bunched up ready to defend.
Seems to be going to be another push here, ladies and gents. D faces up with the arrow, the arcane arrow. Going to have a lot of time, a lot of health though, to resist. Of course, bottom lane also getting pushed in, as well as top. This is the timing push that we know Bren loves to do.
Yeah, Bren Esports will be looking into sieging this right now and not later, and they are sticking around for a long time here. I think they are really committed here. They want to just take at least one turn, and Yaku gets picked up there. That was crucial, and it will be a way for Bren Esports to just simply penetrate this base of Cignal Ultra.
I think that's it, man. Bren Esports fighting 4v5, no marksman here. Major damage threat dealt with. Tet's gonna be picked up, gonna be kicked out. Hurricane dances to safety though. D in the middle of the fight, he's very low. He has immortality. I don't think he can survive though. He will go down as well as a turret, and that is basically all of Cignal Ultra's base in shambles. And Bren, they collapse, they take the target, and they win out the fight.
Bren Esports will be cementing their #1 position here as they catch up towards execution spot as they take this Nexus and then going for a dive.
Oh, I missed that. Thank you so much for bringing that back.
That's a statement when I see one.
Yep, that is the backspace back there. You can see they're very happy to do that.
Look.
Bren Esports clear it out with a 2-1 victory against Cignal Ultra.
That was a hard-fought series, even though Bren made it look easy.
Absolutely.
It was not easy to pull off.
And it is really fun watching them play around here with Cignal Ultra, baiting out